So this is the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus, released back in 2019. And the question is it still worth taking a look at or maybe buying it in 2021? Well, let's take a look. So the Galaxy S10 series of phones were released back in early 2019, and they were Samsung's flagship at the time. Okay, so there's a couple things I want to hit on this phone. The first one I want to talk about is the display. The display on the Galaxy S10 Plus is actually really good. It is a 6.4-inch AMOLED display, and it's still probably one of the best displays on any smartphone, period. It is a dynamic AMOLED display, colors are punchy, and really good overall. The display is 1440p, and it is a punch hole display. Now, a lot of phones these days have a punch hole display, but this phone was probably one of the first smartphones to feature a AMOLED punch hole display. So the amount of bezels on this phone really hold up in today's world. The bezels are small. It does have a curved screen, which you can have some accidental touches, but really it's not a problem because a lot of smartphones these days have curved screens. And honestly, the display is really good. You would never know this phone came out in 2019. It actually looks like a modern day phone. And one thing I did like about the Galaxy S10 is the fact that the hole punch is on the right side, not the middle. Now, a lot of people will say that they like the middle, but it is out of the way. I feel like when it's on the right side of the screen, it's out of your way and you can pay attention to more of your content. If it's in the middle, it's kind of just there. And Samsung still uses this dynamic AMOLED technology on their new Galaxy S21. So you're not getting any type of outdated display on that front. Now, one design element of this phone that I really don't like is the Bixby button. This was, again, one of the last Samsung phones to feature a Bixby button. And, you know, it's pretty pointless. Bixby isn't that good of a voice assistant, and the button really serves no purpose. Now, in the settings, you can customize the way the button, the actions that the button do, but honestly, it's a pointless button, and I'm glad Samsung got rid of this button in future phones. Now, this phone also has wireless power share. Again, one of the first Samsung phones to feature wireless power share. Now, it is very slow, but you do have the feature, meaning you could theoretically charge AirPods or any Galaxy Buds or any wireless headphones that support Qi wireless charging on the back of the Galaxy S10, which really can come in clutch sometimes. Let's just say you're out having dinner and your partner's phone is pretty low. You can just place it on the back of his phone and charge it with wireless power share. So I can see the feature being useful, and it's really awesome that this phone from 2019 has that feature built in. Now, the next thing I want to hit on is performance. The performance on this phone is actually really good, and it holds up in 2021. So on the performance side of this phone, you're getting the Snapdragon 855 processor, and on the S10 Plus, you're going to get 8 gigs of RAM as standard. And you also get 128 gigs of storage. The Snapdragon 855 is plenty enough to run the Galaxy S10, and honestly, there has been no lag, there's been no slowdowns, the phone runs any application just fine, and honestly, for 2021, this phone holds up extremely well. So one point I want to bring out on the software side of things is the fact that the Galaxy S10 series of phones is still being supported by Samsung, meaning you're getting the new One UI 3 and you're also getting the new Android versions. This still gets mainstream updates. Now in the future, we don't know what kind of updates this phone is going to receive, but as of right now, August 2021, this phone is still fully supported by Samsung. Now, let's talk about these cameras. These cameras are really good, and they pretty much hold up really good in 2021. Now, this is a 12 megapixel camera, also has a triple camera setup here. So it has the normal wide angle, an ultra wide angle lens, and a telephoto lens. And honestly, this camera is really good. It has 10x digital zoom, and it's a decent camera. Now, it's not the best camera, but this phone is a decent camera. You know, it's not the best, but it will get by. This phone also has night mode and all the other features like single take and the things that the newest Samsung phones have when you update it. So, you know, in that aspect, in the camera aspect, it's not too outdated. We all now have like 48 megapixels camera now that can zoom up to like 100x. But this phone with its 12 megapixel camera and its 10x optical zoom, digital zoom, not optical zoom, it has 2x optical zoom, 10x digital zoom. The camera on this phone is really good. And One cool feature of this phone is it has a heart rate sensor built into it. So yeah, this little sensor right next to the camera is a heart rate sensor, which I believe this was the last Samsung phone to ever have a heart rate sensor, because on newer Samsung phones, they ditched that feature. So it's pretty cool that you can track your heart rate on this phone. And you're also getting a lot of other modern amenities, like you're getting stereo speakers. The speakers on this phone sound really good. You're also getting a 4,100 milliamp hour battery. So this battery should last you all day. I actually got like 6 hours of screen on time with this phone, which is amazing. So battery life has held up. Everything about this phone is really good. Now, let's talk about the price. I was able to get this blue Galaxy S10 Plus for a whopping $200. Now, not everybody's going to get that amazing deal, but you can find the Galaxy S10 Plus and the Galaxy S10 for $300 on places like eBay, Facebook Marketplace, OfferUp, places like these. And really, that's a bargain of a deal. And this is a really solid used Android phone, probably one of the best used Android phones you can buy at that price. $300 is solid. You have to remember, this phone retailed for $1,000 back in 2019. So it's really amazing to see that this phone is now $300 and it offers a lot of value for that price. So with that being said, should you buy the Galaxy S10 Plus in 2021? And the answer is yes, go for it. If you really want a phone that packs as much features as you can possibly cram in a smartphone, it has a triple camera setup, awesome performance, a great display, great battery life, and you don't want to spend too much, this phone is a perfect option. It's still getting full Android support, and you really can't go wrong with the Galaxy S10. And with that being said, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like button and the subscribe button to see more tech content. And also, if you're not following my TikTok, go ahead, follow my TikTok. I post a lot more in-depth tech reviews over on my TikTok. So with that being said, peace out.